Cursed parallel surfaces. Hey everyone, welcome to Band Advice TV. So today we're going to talk about these reflection filters, also known as portable vocal booths. And we're going to see if we can do one on the cheap. I'm your host, Mark Allen V, and this is Can You DIY? So as we consider setting up our recording space, how much sound going in and out of that space is definitely important. But equally important is how the sound moves around within that space. Long and short of it is, parallel surfaces are the bane of our existence. Opposing walls, perpendicular walls, floors, ceilings, they all bounce sound around within that space to create that hollow reverb sound. Which, while I may have sounded great on Heartbreak Hotel, in most cases that's not what we're going for. So, one of the ways recording studios mitigate reflection is by lining the parallel surfaces with acoustic treatments that absorb the sound before they have a chance to hit the walls and bounce off. Now, while this is effective, it's also really expensive, and of course, expensive is not a word that home recording musicians and podcasters want to hear. So, in recent years, a product has come to the market. It's called a reflection filter. Like this. And basically what it does, it's like taking the acoustic panels off the wall, reducing them down, and bringing them in to where the sound source is. So as the singer does their thing and they're singing into it, the microphone catches the vocals, but then the filter catches what's left over and prevents it from hitting the walls and then bouncing back. Now these reflection filters, sometimes also known as portable vocal booths or isolation filters, they run anywhere between $75 upwards to $1,000. But what we're going to do today is see if we can DIY ourselves a solution on the cheap and see how it compares to one of these $125 models. So what I did is I went to the local big box store, and for about $4 or $5 I picked up one of these fabric storage cubes. And also for a couple more dollars picked up a bunch of this mattress foam padding that you put on top of your mattress. So what I'm going to do is use this as my absorbent material. I'm going to put it inside this foam cube, and we're going to see how well it works. Now for giggles, I did have some extra pieces of this acoustic foam laying around, so I'm also going to build one using a fabric storage cube and this foam, this acoustic foam in there, and we're going to see how well that works as well. So here we go. Alright, here I am in my living room. This is probably the brightest room I have in the house. There's a lot of parallel walls, nice high ceiling, wood floors, no carpet. Very little furniture in here to really absorb the sound. So as you can probably hear, it's bouncing around quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is, using my Zoom handy recorder, the Zoom H5 handy recorder, I'm going to go ahead and record from about 3 different distances under each of our different situations. So here's kind of our baseline sound right now. I'm at about 16 inches away. Now maybe close to about 8 inches away. And this is what it sounds like when you're kind of right up on it, 2-3 inches away. Okay, so let's go ahead and run our test on the actual reflection filter first. Okay, so I'm talking right about 16 inches away, same volume I was talking with the other recordings. Now I'm about 8 inches away. And now I'm kind of right up on it, 2.5-3 inches away. This is about the distance that you would be if you were actually using this in a studio situation. So now let's go ahead and try it with our Uber DIY situation with the fabric cube and the foam mattress pad. All right, so I placed the zoom inside this here contraption, talking about 16 inches away. Now I'm about 8 inches away. Oh man, you can already hear it. I can hear it in my ears, the difference. And now I'm about 2.5-3 inches away, like I was with the last one. All right, so finally, let's go ahead and try it using the fabric cube. And this time, though, it's lined with actual 2-inch acoustic foam. All right, so I got the Zoom sitting inside my fabric cube. It's lined with 2-inch acoustic foam. I'm about 16 inches away. Let's go ahead and slide on in a little bit to about 8 inches. This is right about 8 inches, and I can really tell the difference. This is capturing and not letting a whole lot of the sound escape out of it. Let's go ahead and get a little closer. And yeah, man, this is really sweet. It's not letting anything out. I'm not hearing any sort of reverb. My ears are still on the outside of the box, and I'm really not hearing anything coming off of the walls at all. So, all right, so there you go. I'll tell you what, the difference between the mattress pad foam solution and the acoustic foam solution, while this is a little bit better, I think for the cost savings, I mean, this is $10. This is going to run you $20, $30 just because, the acoustic foam is going to cost you more. I think that you could probably get away with this. Okay, now the one thing I did discover about these reflection filters, there's no top or bottom to them. So the sound still does come out, and it still will bounce off the ceiling and off the floor. It's not like these where you got your head pretty much shoved inside there. So honestly, $10 versus $125. Can you DIY? I think so. So, until next time, for Band Advice TV, I'm your host, Mark Allen V, and this has been Can You DIY?